Hello students, hope you all are fine. So today we will discuss about second part of lesson 12 transport. Open this chapter. Okay. Today we will discuss about water transport. So these are some picture is here given. These are the water transport. Okay, cruise liner, boat, Suez Canal. These are the transports. Means of transport. The earliest means of transport were rafts and boats. The increase in trade and population demanded improvement in means of transport, water transport. So in the earlier time, means of water transport were rafts and boats. But the increasing in trade and population demanded improvement, and that's why in water transport, and that's why new boats fitted with steam engines were built, and these boats were later called ships. Okay, so new boat fitted with steam engines were called ships. They could carry more goods and people and even more faster than rafts and boats. That's why they built ships. Today big ships run on diesel and steam engines. They carry raw materials and finished goods from one place to another. Heavy cargoes such as goods, grains, raw materials and mineral ores are carried by ships across the ocean and the seas to different parts of the world. Okay, so heavy cargo such as goods, grains, raw materials, these are carried by ships across the oceans and seas, and these take these items materials to the different part of the world. Oil is carried by special ships called tankers. It is important. Oil is carried by special ships called tankers. Water transport is cheaper than other means of transport. That means consume less money. This is because unlike roads and railways, water transport requires no road or tracks, but only ports for loading and unloading the goods. Ports means where the ship arrives. Okay, like bus station, train station. We arrived in bus station, train station. Like these, ship were arrived in ports. Water transport plays an important role in the trade and commerce between countries. Okay, so water transport plays an important role in the trade and commerce between the countries. That means economy in the countries. And this changes the economical condition of the country. India has a long coastline. Some of the important ports in India are. So India has long coastlines, and these are the important ports: Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, Haldia, Paradip, Kochi, Visakhapatnam, Kandla, Mormugao, New Mangaluru, Mangalore, and Nava Shiava. In India, the Ganga, the Brahmaputra, and some other Indian rivers are used as inland water. In India, the Ganga, Brahmaputra, and some other Indian rivers are used as inland water transport. The lagoons of Kerala are used for this purpose of transport. Major sea routes of the world. Okay, so these are the major sea routes: North Atlantic route, Suez Canal route, Panama Canal route. Okay, so North Atlantic route, it links Western Europe with North America. It is the busiest sea route in the world. Suez Canal route, it links the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea. This canal was built in 1869. So Suez Canal route, it links the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea, and this canal was built in 1869. Okay, Panama Canal route. So the Panama Canal joins the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so this route joins Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean, and it was opened in 1940. Here is also given means of raft and tanker. So read this at your home. Okay. Now rivers. Rivers such as the Huanghu in China, the Rhine and the Danube in Europe, the Nile and Congo in Africa and the Amazon in South America are used in as waterways. So these are the rivers used as waterways. Now, air transport. The fastest means of transport is air transport, which is also the most expensive one. Okay, this is the fastest mode of transport and the expensive one. Expensive mean need more money. Okay, in 1903, the Wright brothers of the USA invented the aeroplane, and it flew a distance of 37 meters in 12 seconds. It was called the Wright Flyer because this aeroplane invented by Wright brothers, and that's why it is called the Wright Flyer. Today planes normally fly at a height of 10,000 meters with a speed of around 1,000 km per hour. They can carry up to 300 to 400 passengers at a time. So today's planes are normally fly at 10,000 meter, okay, height of 10,000 meter, and the speed of these planes are 1,000 km per hour, and they carry 3,000 to 4,000 passengers at a time. Recently, the Airbus A380 company built a double-decker plane which can carry over 853 people at a time. So recently, this plane is built to which can carry over 853 people at a time. Now, millions of people travel to different parts of the world by air every day. All the countries of the world and linked with one another through air transport. So, all the countries of the world were linked one another through the air transport. Today, a large network of air routes cover almost the whole world. The most dense air routes are in Western Europe and North America. Cities such as London, Paris, New York, Moscow, Tokyo, Jeddah and Rome have huge airports with modern facilities. So these are the countries which have huge airports and the modern facilities. Okay, in our country there are both government and private airlines. So they connect cities within India and also with the other major cities of the world. They carry millions of passengers and thousands of tons of cargo every day. Cargo means goods, materials, anything it is, they can carry to the anywhere of the world. Now, the disadvantages of modern means of transport. So modern means of transport have made our life comfortable, but they also have some disadvantages. A large number of vehicles on the road lead to road accidents. Because of the large number of vehicles, we have so much road accidents, and we must follow the traffic rules to avoid such accidents. Due to a large number of vehicles in the metropolitan cities, the pollution levels are also rising. Smoke from vehicles causes air pollution. To control air pollution, alternative sources of energy such as CNG and solar energy are being used. So, this in modern means of transportation have also some disadvantages, because we use a large varieties and large number of vehicles, and because of these vehicles we made some accidents, and due to large number of vehicles in the metropolitan cities, the pollution level are also rising, and because of this situation we have to follow the traffic rules and control our traffic systems, and because of the air pollution we have to use CNG and some solar energies. Okay, so this is the chapter. The chapter is finished. So thank you students. Take care and bye bye. Okay.